So I have no friends locally. Great way to start a video. You're watching Everything Else Channel on YouTube, everythingelsechannel.com. If at any point in time you like this video, smash the like button. Please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and if you feel so inclined, please leave a comment down below. I have to say that for every video because I've got to help grow my channel. I have to do right by my channel, but this is an uncomfortable video to make because I have no friends locally. I try, I fail, I don't really try anymore. I'm a vegetarian, I'm a liberal, I like bodybuilding, I believe in the Second Amendment. I just, there's a lot of stuff. And it seems that the only type of person I can meet are women, toxic women, shallow women, women that are not good for me, women that are half train wrecks, women that just want one thing. It's not guys that just want one thing. There's a lot of women that just want one thing. And unfortunately, I am not wired to be able to give them that one thing and then be pretty nonchalant and casual about the rest of life. I can't do that. I was raised very close to my mom. That one thing means a lot more to me than a simple release. So I was with somebody for 9 years. We're still very, very close. We're very good friends. We talk, but she lives in Michigan. I live here. As a result of that relationship, I had a lot of friends through her, and a lot of those friends were her family members and were friends of hers. And that is a false reality, because once that relationship ended, now we have a friendship, which is another form of a relationship, but once that romantic relationship ended, one by one, members of her family unfriended me on Facebook and broke ties with me. And the friends that I had through her are no longer my friends. And that also started to dissipate and wane. And that was just sort of an inevitable process. So I've got my friends from law school. I've got 2 or 3 friends in Michigan that I still, remain in touch with. I have a friend that worked with me 2 law firms ago who's in Northern Kentucky, who I'm very, very fond of, who I care about very much. I haven't seen him in probably a year and a half, maybe. When he moved over there, we were still consistently seeing each other like every month or so. We'd go get lunch, go throw axes, go shooting, whatever. But just all of a sudden, he bought a house, and we just haven't hung out anymore. I have a friend from the job before that job, so now 4 jobs back. I'll see him periodically. I haven't seen him in about a year. Really cool guy. Used to live in Louisville. Now he lives in Miami. Never see him anymore. Still will text from now and again. My best friend, actually, best friend from high school, he lives in Columbus, Ohio. And I actually I have seen him quite a bit over the last year, because I reconnected with him, because I would disappear and he would get tired of calling me. And so, so I'm happy that I have, 5 or 6 actual friends, which is good. I should have more. It's not about the quantity, but I work at a job that I love. It's my favorite job. I've worked at 3 law firms as an attorney. I've worked in law firms and law jobs in other capacities, but as an attorney in 3. And the law office I'm at now is home. The one I worked at before, I loved my boss so much. I loved the work so much, but the office was so dysfunctional, I could not stay. So it was sad, but I still talk to him from time to time, and he's an amazing attorney, brilliant attorney. Anyways, the firm I'm at now is home. I love it. Absolutely love it. Love my 2 bosses. Love the other attorney that I work with. I love the staff. I love the attorneys that rent space from the firm that I work with. They're amazing. I love the location. I'm in downtown Louisville. My office is second only to one of my bosses. I don't know why they gave me such a big office, but they let me pick. One of my 2 bosses gave me the newest monitors in the whole office. I've got these beautiful flat screen monitors that make me feel guilty that I have them. I've got an amazing desk. I've got a great view. I've got downtown parking, amazing health insurance. I'm great. I've got great bonuses. I mean, I'm very, very happy. And I love the type of law that I'm doing. I'm doing family law. I'm doing a little bit of criminal defense, and I'm starting to do immigration again. My old firm that I worked at was immigration. So I could not be happier, but it's a very small firm, and so I don't have any friends. I consider them all friends, but they're not people that I would hang out with outside of work. I would if they invited me, but they don't, because that's not the social dynamic there. And you know, I, I just I volunteer a lot with the Jefferson County Public Law Library. I volunteer a lot with the Louisville Bar Association. And that's all because of this new job that I have, which I'm turning a year in like a couple of weeks. Because at the last firm, there was none of that. Or the two firms before that, they didn't do that sort of engagement with like the LBA or with the Jefferson County Law Library. They didn't do that sort of thing. So, and with this firm, that's like, you know, it's more a part of it. Although I'm going to try to do less of it during working hours because, during working hours I need to be working so that I can bonus and I can, close cases. But through the law library and the LBA, I could potentially see myself making friends at some point, but it's hard because I'm a single guy. I'm 45. And, I think it's easier when, for example, if you're going to make friends with folks that you have kids in common with, like if your kids go to the same school, or if your kids are in Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts or Scouts of America, whatever they're calling it now, or maybe play in the Optimist Club or some sort of school sport. It's different because you're going to be at a lot of these events for your kids, with your kids, and parents are going to become friends. There's going to be cookouts, that sort of thing. But even if you don't have kids, maybe, you have a significant other, like I did for 9 years, and then her friends and her family become your friends, and if you get married, they become your family. But when you're a single guy, it's a lot more difficult, I would say. And I would say probably it's a lot more difficult as well for a single lady, possibly. But I think of all, I think the hardest is for a single guy. So, and then of course it doesn't help that, even on the love department, I've come across some really, really shallow people, like really incredibly shallow people, almost to the point that they're beyond the toxic level. And, it's just one of those things where, I'm not like actively looking to make friends because I feel like, that may send out a signal. In Spanish we have a saying, es mejor solo que mal acompañado. It's better to be alone than poorly accompanied. You know what I mean? So I've got the friends that I've got outside of Louisville, and I'm fortunate to have them. I have a great job, and I'm able to, do social media. And social media for me is my escape. For some people it's the bottle, for other people it's drugs, for other people it's other vices like gambling or other vices. For me, I've got this, and it's not a vice, it is my out. It is my form of expression. It's my form of, releasing stress. Although it can be stressful at times because it is also work. But yeah, I'm just in the spot, and I find myself thinking, what if I had kids? What if I was married? What if I had done things differently? Almost, thinking as if I cannot one day get married and I cannot one day have kids, and it's not a good feeling. It really isn't. And I feel like I'm alone because I'm a selfish person. I'm alone because I did not think in anyone besides myself. And I don't know if that's an accurate accounting of my past, or if I'm just trying to beat myself up, because a lot of times there's a difference between having no friends and feeling lonely. I do have friends. They may not be local, but I see my friends. I can talk to my friends, but it's the loneliness that I don't like. I don't like feeling lonely, and I hate that. But I'm also a loner, and I'm also somebody that, has a very limited patience for people that are possibly not as smart as me or as sophisticated as me. And that sounds really, really superficial. It sounds really conceited, but I have a lot of education, and I've read a lot. I've traveled a lot, and it doesn't mean that I won't hang out with people that are not on my level, but I would rather hang out with people that are on my level or above my level. There's a lot of people above my level, and I actually gravitate towards people like that that know more than me, because I want to learn as well, But anyways, but I'm not super picky. I just find it very difficult to make friends being 45 and single. And anyways, there's some folks out in the hallway. I don't know if you're from the office next door, but the beauty of this microphone, hopefully, is that you won't be able to hear them. But in any event, I hope you all have a great day. You may not be able to hear them, but I can hear them, so it's kind of like taking me a little bit away from my video. So I'm gonna probably, when this video is done, I'm probably gonna like open the door just to be like, hey, who's that? Without being rude, of course. And then I'm gonna close my door and make more videos, because what I'm here for today is to make videos. And I've already made 3 for Everything Else channel, and I've got to feed the other channels. That's how I look at it sometimes. I got to feed the channels. And right now I've got 8 channels, and the goal is to have 10. And I've got 10, but I've got to verify it with the phone, and I've got to get a different phone number, a whole bunch of stuff. But the goal is to have 10 channels and just release content. Like I said, for me, my photography, my videography, my writing articles, and hopefully my book, my first book, is my release. And it's also work, and it's also about connecting with you guys. And it seems like they left. So in any event, I'm just, I have friends. I have to, and that's the other thing. When you have friends, you have to water. It's like having a plant. You got to water the plant, put the plant out in the sun for a little bit. You got to take care of the plant. You got to take care of these friendships. You can't disappear, because if you disappear, people are going to assume that you don't want to be friends anymore, and then they're just going to write you off. So that's important. But you just got to be careful what you wish for, because sometimes, over the course of my life, I've been with people, at parties or get-togethers, and all I can think about is wanting to come home and just be by myself and watch Netflix or just go to sleep. And now that I'm alone, I wish I could take back those moments, or I could have moments like that again, even in the most boring of situations, with the most boring of conversations, just so I won't feel alone. And then once I'm back there, I'm going to be alone again. So I feel like it's just, I'm in a no-win situation. But fortunately, I'm able to just ramble on these videos. And even if one person leaves a comment or whatever, and even if no people leave comments, at least I'm able to share what's going on with me. And maybe I'll rewatch the video at some point, or maybe I won't.